Hi, it's Tim Hagen from Progress Coaching, and welcome to another episode of Coaching Conversations. And I wanted to make you aware of something very cool that we're doing on a subscription basis, and we'll put a link in each one of our episodes. But every Wednesday, we're going to be doing what we call an audio podcast workshop. That workshop will be roughly about 14 to maybe 20 minutes per episode, with each month having a theme from a coaching model, using feedback strategically, to coaching self-awareness, and so on. So if you could look in the body or in the content description of each episode, and you will see a link where you can join this subscription. These are literally 4 workshops every month teaching specific strategies to address a particular area of workplace coaching as it relates, again, to things like awareness, motivation, teamwork, and what have you. Here's the cool thing. It's only $10 per month, and each month you will get a handout that we will follow along with. So we also give you a tool for you to take notes as we go through each episode. We hope you'll check it out.
When coaching, especially during these times, one of the most difficult things that a lot of people are going through is when other companies come calling and offer more money. And I want to introduce you to a very simple concept called short-term thinking versus long-term thinking. Now, if someone comes and offers $20,000 more a year and the employee is interested, there might be a variety of reasons to why that might be occurring. First and foremost, if the employee does not have an attachment to the organization, to his or her boss, to somebody coaching them, the money becomes even more attractive. Now, let's take an employee who has a boss, a coach, a mentor, somebody meeting with them weekly for 15 minutes, investing in them, thoroughly knowing what motivates them, not trying to motivate them, yet thoroughly know what motivates them, meaning they understand that person's goals. So one of the things that we teach here at Progress Coaching is 2 different ways to have career conversations. First and foremost, goal-based coaching. Goal is an acronym for coaching questions. Once you get somebody's goal, you ask the coaching questions. The G is, what do you need to be great at? The O is, if you become great, what opportunities will be afforded to you? The A is, what actions or activities do we need to participate in together to achieve your goal? And the L is love. What will you love about achieving your goal, which is their emotional attachment? Now, I actually just had that conversation with a salesperson who said his love would be, I can put more money in my kids' 529 funds and put my 3 kids through college. And I said, why is that so important to you? He said, I never had help. I said, either did I. And I said, that's really important to you. I said, I'm about to write out my final 2 tuition checks. And we immediately connected. Yet his boss wasn't connecting with him because he felt it was all about money. It's not just money per se. It's what people do. It's what they love about what they're doing. What's their goals? Now, the second thing you can do is something called whiteboard coaching. Column 1, ask your people, where do you see yourself right now? What are you doing well? Where do you have opportunities to improve? Skip column 2, go to column 3 and say, you know what? What's your desired state? What's your end game? What do you want to say maybe 2 years from now that you can't say today? And maybe they want a promotion. Maybe they want to go into leadership. Maybe they want to start their own company. Maybe they want to have a side hustle. And then the middle part becomes, what actions or activities do we need to participate in together to move you in that direction? See, when we have those conversations and we don't try to motivate, yet we understand what motivates, we can offset short-term thinking with long-term conversations. So think about it. Think about an employee that is working with a mentor, a manager, a coach, someone who is meeting regularly, not rescheduling, not canceling, investing 10 to 15 minutes a week. That's it. Isn't it tougher for that person to quit and take that additional salary than somebody who's not receiving those things? So again, the keys to coaching are very simple. Use a conversation model, meet with people, again, 10 to 15 minutes weekly maximum. Number 3, get them a book. Find out what their end game is. Make a small investment. That creates trust. It creates an emotional attachment. See, what's happening right now is people will listen to anything if there's silence around them. If they're not being motivated, if they're not being inspired, if they're not being asked questions, if they're not meeting with people on a regular basis, and a headhunter comes calling and says, I've got a company who wants to pay you more than $20,000 more a year than what you're getting right now, wouldn't you listen? So again, when we talk about coaching, when we talk about these conversations, I'm going to make a very bold prediction, especially with the recent news with COVID. These conversations are going to become more and more important. And make no mistake, coaching has gone from it would be nice to do to now we must have those conversations. Thank you for listening to another episode of Coaching Conversations by Tim Hagen and Progress Coaching. Now, our company is always coming out with new and innovative solutions to help leaders coach their employees. And recently, we just created a new service called Coach to You, where leaders can pick and choose topics and assign 7 to 21-day programs for employees to learn and, more importantly, apply actions and then reflect and share what they're going to do going forward as a result of the learning. It's called Coach to You. We're literally bringing coaching to your employees. If you're intrigued, we'll have a link in each one of our episodes where you can get more information. And again, thank you so much for listening to another episode.